Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sutton's Days. Um, we're trying a new sound thing, you know? So please let me know in the chat what I sound like because I have absolutely no idea. It's driving me crazy. Hello, hello. Okay. So we're gonna let this catch up because it takes a minute. Can anybody hear me? That is the big question. The sound is good? Okay. Do I sound like I'm in a wind tunnel or something? It sounds weird to me. I sound like a podcast. Great. Okay. So I'm gonna have to play with this. Yay, you finally made it live. Okay, good. So this is a whole new sound system for me, something I'm totally not used to, like at all. So loud and clear. Deb Clark, refresh your browser. If you can't see me, then refresh your browser. Okay, great. Thank you, guys. This is my test run. These may have to go away, because I feel a little goofy. Look at me, a professional podcast my shush. Um, th my IT guy said, "I need an audio mixer," and I went, This is electronics. I don't do electronics." So, I ordered the audio mixer, and then my other IT guy came and hooked it up for me, and so we're like, "Please let this work." We're doing the test run because what I completely forgot about, other than being able to do lives again like this, which admittedly I miss, um, we've got the giveaway on the 31st, and, well, it's live, and so I have to have a working mic, right? Okay, I am glad everybody is in here. I'm glad that's all going well, and I am trying to make sure. Yes. Oh, yes, I am. Okay, I wanted to make sure that I was on, Facebook too because I'm streaming to Facebook also. Hello, Michigan. Okay, so we got people from all over the place, and pardon me, a whole bunch of people are preparing, I hope, for this storm. Aaron Parmas, said that it's a once in a generation type storm. This is going to be a rough one, okay? And it's gonna be especially rough, I think, for our southern friends because their infrastructure is not built, pardon me, for long freezes or for ice, maybe, sure, every now and then you get a little snow, but you're not talking accumulation and you're not talking massive amounts of ice. Pardon me, and I'm seeing some of these temperatures, and I'm not kidding you. While I worry about all of you constantly, okay, the first thing that popped into my mind is those, iguanas are gonna be falling out of trees everywhere because of the cold. Do you live where they have those lizards in the trees? Okay, that would freak me out, but then I'd be running around picking them up, trying to warm them up too. So tell me if you, live someplace where those fall out. Yeah, snow is much better than ice any day, right? Pardon me. Kind of breaking up. Okay, so I'm supposed to seriously focus on where my mouth is. This is gonna be a pain in the butt. Okay, so power outages can last longer because, uh, it's not something that's experienced a lot of times with ice, and then roads can be impassable for days, not hours, days. See, up here, it's like, "Yeah, okay, 12 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours." No, we're talking about weeks or something, right? It's, um, it's gonna get rough. Hi, Sherry, nice to see you. Um, Emergency services can be delayed or overwhelmed, and I need you guys to give that some serious consideration with this, okay? Emergency services are going to be dealing with this too, only they're gonna have all of you coming to them. Why am I breaking up? Mhm, mhm. I wonder if I'm too close? I shouldn't be breaking up. Maybe it's the way I talk. I mean, correct me if okay, so my question, to kick off this chat, okay, is will it pop up? No, it doesn't pop up. That's weird. What makes winter storms harder in your area? Let me know in the comment section down below. Um, Planet Houston. Yeah, right, Holly? That's definitely a concern where you are. Thanks, Fran. Yeah, that's okay, so that's a serious. I'm there it is. That's a serious, valid point. I don't care what kind of car you have. I don't care what fancy schmancy this and that you have, four-wheel drive, high, low, this, that, whatever. Nothing breaks on ice, and so you need to give some serious distance between you and the people around you, and if what they're saying is gonna hit, it's a really great time to stay home. I have a weird poofy microphone, but from what I was told, the sound has to come from here or the front or possibly the top. It's gotta be the way that I'm so trees falling. Um, the states involved in this storm, there's like, there's a whole map, and I can try to find it. And this is the best picture that I can share. Those are the states that are gonna be the hardest impacted. So, we've got, Kentucky and Tennessee and Oklahoma. What's that one right there? I don't remember. All of these. Louisiana, Texas, everything that is supposed to be warm is not gonna be warm. Carolinas, it's Georgia, it's gonna be a mess. It is gonna be a mess. So, that is what they're predicting. That's just the first map that I Googled up. And so it's gonna be a really rough storm. And yes, rural, you can't get out unless you have a tractor to clear your own road. And I don't know about where you guys are, but where we are, it's illegal for us to put our plow down on the county, city, state roads. It's illegal to do that. Hummingbird, yeah, it's all of the above. Yep. And yeah, Vicky, seriously, we're not gonna get impacted by that too bad, Vicky. But down below, yes. Okay, but a couple times a day going to the coop is not too bad, right? See, that's what I love. That's what I love right there. I have elderly on both sides of me. I talked to them today, and I let them know that I would be home if they need anything. That's perfect. Yeah, ice is absolutely the worst. "Hello, Nelly." Yeah, I mean, we're in the country. Our road is literally, I think, the last road in the county to get plowed. Okay, great thing. Get all your solar stuff, easy foods, all of that fun stuff. Ooh, Karen, that was such a bad accident. Such a bad accident. That made, like, national news. Yeah, being on the road when this stuff comes through is not recommended. Can't think of a single reason why you should be on the road. And so that's where we're gonna talk a little bit about mindset, calm, not panic, because if you're out there panicking, you're in a world of hurt. I thought I saw somebody put in the chat that, their significant other or something works at a grocery store and that it's been pure chaos there all day long because everyone heard the storm is coming, or hopefully everyone has heard the storm is coming. Um, thanks, Emmy, and so apparently I need to hold it up. And, so the grocery stores are just going crazy, and I'm seeing a lot of people are last minute going and getting generators and all this other stuff. So, word of advice, if you have just gone to get a generator, do a few test runs. You can't just wait for the need. You have to know how to operate it beforehand. I'm not kidding. This is not something to take lightly. Get out there, start that thing. Make sure it's running. Make sure you've got if it's gas and oil and all this other, however it runs, make sure that you know how to start it and that you have everything that you need to run it and understand how much if it's gas, how much gas you're gonna need to keep it running for an extended period, how much propane you're gonna need to keep it running. I'm a huge fan of dual fuel because propane doesn't go bad, and I think you just get a much better run out of the entire thing. Oh, yeah, Melissa has a manager that's supposed to fly out to Dallas. Okay, I gotta get something to set this. Please hold. Okay, now I don't have to hold it. Okay, because it's kinda heavy and I only got 1 arm. No, and honestly, that's just the thing. So while a lot of people are gonna be like, "Oh, well, that's nothing. We got that all the time." That's why it's nothing to you. These states are not equipped for this. The states aren't, the municipalities are not, and the people are not. And so this is going to hit hard. And if you guys remember Texas, hey, Planet Houston, if you guys remember Texas with Snowmageddon, I mean, weren't there people that died in that? This is not something they're used to. This is not something that is even on their radar most of the time. Now, yeah, don't run the generator in a closed garage. Please know what you're doing. Um, so you guys need to be careful, okay? Because this is not something that you do quick. Um, and that's why we're always talking about being prepared, you know? Preparation is about reducing stress, not creating it. So none of this stuff, should be creating additional stress. Candy says they heard that fuel is getting low in her area. Butane and small propane. I believe it. I believe it. I mean, when you look at those Mr. Buddy heaters, which I mean, I have one, okay? And people when we had, Ice-Mageddon up here in Northern Michigan, one of the people in our Facebook group came on and checked in with us and said that, she thought that she was hoarding propane, those green canisters, and, come to find out when you run that Mr. Buddy heater on high, those canisters last a whopping 3 hours. She went through 18 of them, 18 canisters. So you really have to know what you're working with. I mean, that was an epic lesson because that was not something that I had even considered is how long well, and honestly, in my case, we have a wood burning stove. That's how we heat our house, We have a furnace for backup, but, so if you run that Mr. Buddy heater on high, you've got 3 hours in those long propane tanks. That's it. That's it. So it's these are the kinds of things that you need to know. So it's not just a matter of getting the stuff, it's a matter of knowing what to do with it, you know? And yeah, like DJ says, where we go, our houses are not equipped for cold weather like up north, and our power lines are always freezing. Our power lines don't freeze, they just flat out snap, and I've had 2 of my Wisconsin buddies, send me, information where I guess in part of Wisconsin, they're talking about, feels like -60, 60, okay, is one of the temperatures that they're looking at. I can't remember if it was Friday or Saturday. And so they're actually sending out warnings that the trees can and have exploded. So, pull your bingo card out on that one. Who had exploding trees on their bingo card, you know? Apparently, it is the sap, and it expands in the tree when it freezes like that and blows the tree up. Now, for anybody that's in our Facebook group, Claire, my buddy who sends me all the lousy weather, she said that they heard one the other day, scared her dog. You know, it was just so loud. I'm like, "Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that's freaky." It's one of those weird bingo card things, you know? Um, but I would kinda like to see it at the same time. Just to experience it because, I'm weird. So, yes, you can absolutely correct. Vicky says if you have a Mr. Buddy, you can get a special hose and hook up to 20-pound tanks. You're gonna have to get on that yesterday, okay? It's not something you can order through the Zon to show up in time for this storm. Uh, yes. Yes. That's the one constant, that I've seen in the different, because I post the same thing everywhere, it's on YouTube, it's in the group, it's on the Facebook page, and it's on Instagram, what kind of tips can you offer? And a lot of people were saying, their water lines. You want to trickle your faucets. You wanna make it just have a little drip coming out because if you don't, that stuff's gonna freeze, okay? So you wanna make sure to do that. So you wanna focus on what you can control in the next 48 to 72 hours. So, what do you guys think you can control in the next 48 to 24 hours? Let me know in the chat down below. I'm gonna go check on Facebook and say, "Hey, hi, how you doing?" Lima, Ohio seems to always be in the limbo area, partly because of our refinery. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, so you guys are showing up in my oh, that's perfect. Okay, so I just learned something. Hi. Okay. Uh, yes, make sure you have a lot of water containers in case your water does freeze. Absolutely. We're not gonna get impacted theoretically by this storm. It's gonna get a lot colder here, not nearly what Claire in Wisconsin is gonna get. Hey, Grace, good to see you. Um, and I made a trip to Walmart specifically for water because I was down to 5 cases, which was not a big thing in my mind, um, except I normally have at least 10. We had whittled it down from 15. We're back up to 15, okay? Because that gives me the security that at least I have, the bottled water. I also have the Berkey. I also have water, purifying, you have a backup to the backup to the backup. If you don't have that set up today, then you know that after this weekend, it might be something you wanna work on setting up. I Neen, 4913, I am located in Northern Michigan. Okay. So, Rose, thanks, I love you back. Um, I have been prepping for 3 months here in East Texas, so my cabinets have items that I can open a can or a jar and quickly heat up on a small indoor camping stove. I did go into Walmart and you'd swear it was COVID shutdown. Luckily, I only needed powdered creamer, but the propane companies were shutting down by the afternoon as they had exhausted supplies of propane. Wow. Nana's Nana's Nana Plays is gonna be -25 before the wind chill. Oh, yes, no, you'd rather have snow. Anytime. Snow and people look at me, like my head's spinning. Snow means it's warmer, period. So, if it's snowing, it's typically warmer. But, yeah. Wow, -20 where are you at, Nana Place? I hope I catch that when you come back through. I mean, you guys, I love people. I love people. Hey, Minnesota, I'm with you. Okay, so, yes, you, I mean, you guys go through this all the time, This is you guys are like the coldest place short of maybe part of Alaska or something, right? So, yeah. Okay, so you're on a well, so no power, no water, and that's the way we are. We do have a generator. We almost never hook it up. We would have to lose power for well, this time of year, we'd probably have to lose power for, like, 2 days before we even thought about turning it on, because it's just not necessary, literally, for anything other than flushing, and we have non-potable water stored for specifically that reason. So, fill up some 5-gallon buckets, fill up some jugs, fill up whatever you have sitting around with water now so that if you do lose power, you will at least have the ability to sort of still use the bathroom. You know what I mean? Lots of flooding. Uh-huh. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. And that right there, that's excellent, okay? The pipes have been in a drip for a week now, but I put buckets there to catch the water and water the animals, and that's it. Don't waste the water. I mean, if you have a way to collect it, my gosh, collect it because you may need it, flushing or something. Um, Great idea. Pre-cooked rice pasta so that you can add from the pantry to easily warm up. Do you think it'd be do you really think it would be warm in the trailer? I mean, they're not exactly insulated for that kind of weather, you know? I'm, like, way behind in the chat. You better pressure can those meats. Just do it the safe way, okay? Yeah, you could put water in plastic too, but make sure you can lift it, you know? All I want for Christmas is an artesian well. That's all I want. Oh, yeah, make sure you're getting the laundry done, right? Get the laundry done. Um, it depends. It depends, really. Uh, we don't, okay, because we have not seen a need to. Now, the last super cold weather that we had here was, like, the winter of 12, 13, and 13, 14, where we actually had wind chills where it got to -30. It was so bad that by the time winter was over, every time I heard my wind chimes, I kinda got a little stress tick, because it was like, "Oh god, it's just gonna be horrible out there again," you know? It took me a little while to get over that. But, um, it depends on your house, it depends on your insulation, it depends on a bunch of stuff. Pardon me. We don't. Because we don't have an issue. Our pipes are not running, for the most part on exterior walls. If I'm genuinely concerned about it, I might open up the cabinet underneath the sink just to let the ambient, air in there. But like I said, we heat with wood. The other day, I had to open up the front door at, like, 8 o'clock at night because I accidentally got it to 92 in the house. Because I was cold, I put too much wood in the stove. Yeah, the dog hated me, you know? I, um, I well, I don't have a water main. So, I mean, in general, let your faucets drip. Let your faucets drip. I wouldn't shut it off at the main. Emergency Mylar blankets are fantabulous. Fantabulous, I tell you. Okay, so what is one thing that you can still do today to feel calmer? Let me know in the comment section. What is one thing that you can still do today? I mean, it's only, Wednesday night, to help you feel calmer. Mara, you're funny. Cracker Jack. Um, yeah, make sure you got enough for get your animals inside for the love of all that is holy. Oh, good idea, Grace. Bring all the extra blankets. I've got extra blankets coming out of my ears. Yeah, you do. Oh, yeah, get your laundry caught up, get your dishes caught up, make sure all of those mundane but necessary things are done, you know? And yes, by all means, uh, bake cookies. Where did that go? Bake cookies. Jamie, if you don't like what we're talking about, there's other places to go. Oh, good. I'm glad. Appreciate. I'm glad, okay, because there's oh, yeah, make sure you take a shower, okay? Because it just that's why we do this. We do this to help. Yep, prioritize your items and check off your list. Absolutely. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about water because water is important, okay? Pipes freeze, water systems fail, boil notices happen. You wanna fill bathtubs, pitchers, jugs, stock pots. Fill your canner, okay? It's water. It's not like something bad's gonna happen. Uh, don't forget water for your pets, like we're saying, and melted snow does not necessarily equal clean water at all. It still has to be treated, it still has to be filtered, so don't count on that, okay? So, how much water do you think your household actually uses in a day, and do you have enough for 3 days? Do you have enough water stored for 3 days? That's at least 2 gallons per person per animal, plus non-potable water. Ooh, Chex Mix. I think I like you. I do. Fondue pots? Yes. It always makes me so happy that you guys listen to that because it's like, to me, just the simplest thing, you know? Oh, T. Wilson's got it. Okay. I got wine and a good book, so we're gonna be fine. Seriously, we lose power, I go take a nap. Excellent. Vinegar jugs, yep, mhm. Chocolat. We have enough 2 people, 4 days. Nice. Good, Jennifer. Yeah, you need both. And I think that's, where'd that go? This moves very fast. Um, I think that's important and an important thing to think about. Make sure that you have potable water, which is the stuff that you can drink with and you can cook with, and then make sure that you've got the non-potable water, which you may not wanna take a drink of, because that can be used for a bunch of other stuff. And so you wanna make sure that depending on where you live, what your situation is, that you have what you need. And honestly, think about having more than what you think you need because you'd be surprised at how much water you actually go through. Yeah, Vicky, I mean, when I think about, just the house critters, okay, they go through about a gallon and a half a day. I go through about a gallon a day. Phil goes through about a gallon a day, and that's not including the coffee that we make. And I'm not giving up my coffee for a storm, okay? So, mm. Yes, I love my water bricks. I have one that I cannot tip on its side. Every time, no matter what we do, we have tightened that thing so tight, and it still leaks. So that one's always sitting up. But other than that, I totally dig the water brick. Yes, a Great Pyrenees is a totally different thing. But then there's the, moron whose parents were siblings, who has a pit bull that leaves it out in the yard during weather like this, and that kind of person, quite honestly, I hope they take their hairdryer into the bathtub with them, because there's just no excuse for people who do that to animals that are not meant to be outside like that. Great Pyrenees, that's a whole different ballgame. They live for this stuff. Um, Deborah, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. It does help. Okay, so food that requires no power. You guys, food that requires no power, okay? Ready meals, canned meats, peanut-free options if needed. If not, grab that jar of Jif, my friends, okay? Shelf-stable comfort foods matter in stress. I talked about this yesterday, they matter. Make sure you've got your systems. Eat. Freeze your foods first if the power is unstable. Very important to get that ice cream chugged down quickly before it completely melts, okay? So, what's your favorite no-cook meal from the pantry? No coffee, no talkie. You know it. What is your favorite no-cook meal from the pantry? I'm not gonna lie. It's a spoon and a jar of Jif, and I'm good. Oh, just saying. Thank you very much. Just gifted a membership, and I think Grace is the one that received it. So thank you, just saying to you for, that gift membership. Super nice. We are gonna be working on a bunch of different stuff. I had high hopes to already have it in gear, but, January is kicking my butt. So we are gonna be, starting a master class program in the members only section on YouTube. Thanks. Enough Diet Coke for 3 weeks. I'm not kidding you. I lived that for, like, 3 decades. I totally understand that. I have never been so glad to have been able to give up something, and, I mean, it wasn't as hard as I thought, but it certainly wasn't fun either. You know, I lived Diet Coke, so, yeah, I totally get that. Peanut butter and a spoon for the win. I'm telling you. Oh, Oreos. Oh, that's just evil. You are mean. You know, and half of that freeze-dried food I'm serious. You know what I refresh? I refresh the meat because otherwise you could break a tooth, you know? But I'm not kidding you. You guys, that Ready Harvest ground beef, I was cleaning containers, and so I was waiting for one so that I could get it out of the can from the video that I showed you guys the other day, and so I'm nibbling on freeze-dried, ground beef, and it was good. It was really good. I'm just like, "This could be dangerous," but I guess there's worse things, right? Oh my god. Kidney beans and ranch dressing. You know, that is an interesting combination. Kidney beans and ranch dressing. I'm telling you, peanut butter for the win. Yes. Okay, hang on. What is that? Canning binder? That one? That one's not approved. That one's not approved. I wanna say I wanna say it's, like, possibly a oh god, hang on. Yeah. Better Homes& and Garden. It is not approved. Mm-mm. Excellent. Yep. Make some room in the freezer. I did. I made some room in the freezer, and then, when I picked up the water at Walmart, I also got some they had frozen wild blueberries, and I wanted to make some muffins, so I got some of those too, so now that's in the I every time I make room in the upstairs freezer, I find something for it. Oh, see? Yeah, that's a great idea. Honestly, the veggies obviously not the onion, but, like, the veggies, I'll eat that just out of the can, or whatever container. The fruit? Absolutely. Shut the front door. Are you kidding me? Okay, that could be, life altering. I'm just saying. That could be dangerous. Oh god, no seriously? I didn't even know they had such a thing. I did not even no spam. Who says spam? Spam. Okay. I could never do the 1 cup a day, you know? I yeah, self-control is not something I have a huge amount of. Oh, yeah. Everything, schools and everything. Mhm. Yep, Better Homes and Gardens. Oh, Carol Walker, thank you very much. I appreciate the support. Oh, freeze-dried peppers for the win. I can eat those out of the jar, yes. Oh, okay, yeah. See, look, I'm safe. I was saved by Lurker Smurf. You are the bomb, thank you. Mhm. Oh, oh, oh. That's awesome. Another reason to avoid at all costs. Okay. Ah, hey, Amy, good to see you. Peanut butter with pre-cooked bacon. I think you guys are, like, sneaking in my fridge and looking at different stuff, I swear. That's a really good idea, though. I should make some pre-cooked bacon tomorrow. Ooh, Jif on Oreos. Hello. Yeah, I heard that, Melissa. I heard that, a bunch of schools are already pre-closing in anticipation of the storm. So, yeah, if you've got kids, this is especially something to deal with, right? Cooking without electricity, my friends. What are you using? What alternate cooking method do you have available to you? I'm not gonna lie, Sally, I kinda miss Chef Boyardee. I really see, and all I need is coffee, and I'm good. No spam, you crazy people. Cheese quesadillas with peppers. Basically, melt cheese on anything, and I'm a happy camper. I'm one of those people, I don't like s'mores. I've never been a s'mores fan. I love graham crackers. I like marshmallows, and hello, chocolate, but the combination together, I have little to no interest in. But if you could do that with cheese somehow, I'm all in. Look at you guys. Camp stoves, wood stoves, propane, rocket stove, fireplace, fondue pot. Oh, did Chef Boyardee change their sauce? I'm not an okra fan, so I've never tried freeze-dried okra. Individual butane burners, tea light fondue pot, gas stove, no oven without power, but the stove works, natural gas stove, charcoal. Now you have to be careful, I mean, if they're saying is it says, "If it gets as bad as they're saying, the wind is gonna be an issue too, so be very careful with the stuff you do outdoors." But be super careful about what you do indoors and make sure that it's indoor approved, okay? Rebecca Sanford, I am still trying to come up with an excuse to get a Blackstone. I would love one. I can't justify it. Um, pause. I have no idea because, right now, I think Melissa and Emmy are the only mods that I have in here. I can't see anything that's going on other than the chat in this third-party system, so I have no idea. Girl Scouts, yeah. You know okay, so I've had a few people mention Michigan Girl, the terracotta pot thing. I will tell you that it may work, but they are also extremely dangerous, you guys, okay? People start fires with them. So, I'm real hesitant to suggest that anybody do that. I know Jen Atkins, I think that we both need to get one, and that's all there is to it. I I have no use for an outdoor kitchen when 6 months out of my year, I can't even step outside for a length of time. Oh, Kim Lyons, excellent, very good. Fill everything that you can, okay? So, heating safety, because heating is critical, and I kinda wanna come back on this. Those flower pot things, it's nice in theory and okay, great, but, I mean, they are really dangerous, you guys. So, just be super careful if that's the route that you decide to go. Layers, blankets, sleeping bags, tents inside your house, okay? One room heat camp kinda thing. Get, everyone into one room, that creates the most heat. Never use grill or propane heat indoors unless rated safe. The Mr. Buddy that I promote is safe for indoor use, but still have a carbon monoxide detector around, okay? It's a good thing. So, if you had to hunker down in one room, what room would you and your family hunker down if the power went out and there was an ice storm? What would be your room? I kinda feel like I have to have the bathroom kinda warm. but it's not like it's right off the living room, so it causes some problems. Yeah, seriously, get those tents out of the garage. Oh, I had not heard that. I just know that they have burned a few houses down. The terracotta pot heaters are toxic when used indoors. Don't use them indoors, okay? Your bedroom? Yep. I just finally got an in-home generator installed in November. Great. Congratulations. I bought a Vesta and fuel. I know! Aren't those just awesome? Those were just butane burner in your bedroom. I have 3 wait a minute. God, you guys. I have 3 grown men in my house, and if things get really bad, I have a lot of friends to take care of. I use that outdoor kitchen a lot. Okay, then that yep, that makes sense. A divider curtain is a great idea, Rugrat. Pause. Oh, it's awesome, fun, and frugal. Okay. It took me a minute to divide the name. My first choice will be keeping my power stations charged. Yep. Mhm. Living room because of the propane. Yeah, I mean, I could totally I'm too old to sleep on the floor in my kitchen, but I could totally understand that. That would make sense. Wool socks, thermal underwear, sweats, and lots of layers. Yeah, I mean, seriously, if you don't have a carbon monoxide detector, make that a priority tomorrow morning. Mhm. 6 in home, we would have to stay in the living room. Yep. Oh my goodness. Seriously, JS. So, if you have knit caps, I mean, they used to do it way back in the day, way, way back in the day, right? You guys, I swear to you, you will never be warmer than putting a knit cap on your head when you wanna go to sleep or when you just wanna sit around. Yes, we talked about the exploding trees already. Uh-huh. No, they bust and make a really big noise, yeah, yep. Exploding trees. I mean, how do you heat a hot water bottle if you've got no power? I seem to be missing something there. Not proper winter clothes, but I'm betting that they have some sweaters and some sweats and some socks, because what's cold for them is when we start putting our shorts on, so I would imagine they've got some. Aw, Steven. Oh, I'm telling you, I got yarn coming out of my ears, yes. Ooh, insulated coveralls. Yeah, I mean, seriously, not a bad idea. Okay, you could warm up the water in the fondue pot. Okay. Hats, gloves, socks, scarves. Yeah, and that right there, T. Wilson, is key, okay? Get it out now so you're not hunting for it later. Get those flashlights out now, all of that stuff. I love hot hands a lot. Oh, yeah, right, right, yeah, absolutely. That's how you stayed warm. It was an adventure. Okay, light and power, you guys. Let's focus on some light and power, okay? Lanterns, flashlights, make sure you've got batteries, the solar lights, power banks, get them all plugged in now, all of them, okay? Turn off and unplug appliances, before outages, if at all possible. If you think that the power is gonna go out, it's not a bad idea to unplug them. Okay? So, who still needs to charge something tonight? Who still has stuff that they have to plug in and make sure they get charged before the storm? Awesome. Good job, Kim. Mhm. Yeah. Awesome, small space. That's why we do this. I used to have a ton of oil lamps, and then I discovered I just don't use them, so I got rid of them. I love the hand crank flashlights, I really do. Yep, solar lanterns, votive candles. Hey, guys, I have been promoting them for years now, those battery-operated candles. Now, it's probably too late to get them from the Zon, right? But I have them all over my house. The place looks like a church in the middle of the night. It's great. I don't run into it, except the dog bones because they're the same color as the carpet. Yes, Disney, you do. Uh-huh. Ah, there you go, Sherry Lynn. Okay. Yeah, get everything charged up, you guys, super important. Okay, we're gonna jump just 'cause, it's 46 minutes into this. Medications and health, okay? That's something that we need to focus on if it's something important to you. Make sure you've got at least 7 days worth of your medication. If you don't, call your doctor, call your pharmacist. They know what is coming down the pike, and so they will most likely work with you, okay? Now, if it's a controlled substance, maybe not. But for anything else, they'll most likely work with you. So, if you don't have 7 days of your medication, make those phone calls first thing in the morning. Like, set your alarm, and when the doctor's office opens, you're gonna be the first call, okay? Cold weather increases risk for elderly and chronic ill. Don't try to be a rock star, don't try to be a hero. We had a relatively mild ice storm here, for Michigan, okay? And I can't tell you how many stories I heard of people finding their neighbors, their elderly neighbors, laying down in their driveways because they're gonna be rock stars, they're gonna be heroes, and they're not gonna ask for help. Ask for help because that's a hella way to die, you know? Just hella way to die. First aid kit, fever reducers, electrolytes. Make sure you've got all of those because as I stated at the beginning of the hour, uh public services are gonna be overwhelmed just as much as everybody else is, okay? So don't make them more overwhelmed by something that you can take care of yourself. What's one health item that people forget to check? What do you think that is? What do you think that is? I think a lot of people forget, cold and flu. Oh, yes, remember, I have a couple of mods in here. We will slap those trolls down. Ignore the trolls. They're just losers, so we don't pay attention to them, quite honestly. I'm kinda tired of them. Medical equipment. I'm on oxygen and a CPAP on an alert list with your police department. There you go. Excellent. Excellent. Tip. Very good. Disposable wipes are a good thing. I will make a point to go listen to it. Yes, please. I mean, insulin. Seriously, people. Okay. Now the 3 Ps, we got 3 Ps: pipes, pets, property. Drip faucets, open cabinets. Bring your pets inside early. Early, early, early. Move vehicles away from trees if at all possible, okay? Know where your water shutoff is. I'm not telling you to shut it off, I'm just saying know where it is in case you have to because something bursts, which we're hoping that it won't. Oh, yes. Yes, Ace wraps and skin glue. I love skin glue. Yes, please don't use oxygen. Oh, Joanne, because trolls are so much fun. Okay, community matters more than ever before, you guys, and you guys are an amazing community, but you don't live next to each other. Yes, check your antifreeze, okay? So, be sure to check on your neighbors. even if you don't really like them a whole lot, just make sure they're still, upright and not laying down in their driveway. Um, if you can and you feel so inclined, it's not against the rules to share, some of your stuff, your supplies. Exchange phone numbers ahead of time? Definitely. Okay, exchange phone numbers ahead of time. So, who are you gonna check on during the storm if you're being impacted? Is there somebody near you? Is there an elderly neighbor? Is there, a single mom? Is there a single dad? I Is there anybody? Okay, Steven, that's funny. I don't think I've ever seen that word before. Yes, bleed stop is very good to have. That should be in your first aid kit. Absolutely. Older people are so stubborn. Coming from older people, I'm as stubborn as they get. I know, Kim, right? Awesome. Ellie? Oh, fantastic, Paul. Um, Georgia, get your stuff figured out. Okay, because from the looks of the map, you are gonna get hammered. You are gonna get hammered. It's kind of a knee-jerk reaction for anybody that knew Charlie. Charlie was a very important person in our Facebook group. She was with me for literally since the beginning. Charlie lived in Georgia, and I mean, so I just automatically and we lost Charlie, a year ago. So, um, I just automatically, when I see these kind of things, go, "Where's Georgia?" And then I go, "Oh, yeah, that's right." It's like, "Shoot." So Georgia's you guys are not prepared for this, okay? So, know that you got all your stuff together. Oh, good. A list of people. That's fantastic. Elderly woman across the street. Nice. I hear you, Ellie. I know. Paper plates are amazing to have. Nobody needs to be doing dishes during an emergency, okay? Nobody. Okay, so some things to think about. I'm wildly stubborn, okay? Some things to, if help is delayed, okay, remember you're still okay. Oh, thank you very much. Finn is doing better. We have a vet appointment tomorrow, but today he was actually playing with me. Yeah, it was great. Um, so if help is delayed, you're still okay. Take a deep breath, okay? Nobody needs panic. Plan for 3 to 5 days minimum of self-reliance. 3 to 5 days. Please tell me that you guys got that covered, okay? This is why we prepare. These kind of situations are exactly why we prepare. So, this is not, uh, this is not a fear thing, this is insurance. We have been building our insurance for exactly these kinds of moments, okay? So even if you're brand new, hopefully you've picked up some tips between the chats, between the discussions online, in the group or the Facebook page or in the community section on my YouTube channel, you guys, um, the tons of tips and tricks. I have all these videos that have a whole bunch of tips and tricks, and, I really hope that if you haven't, that you will take time, to watch them. Hey, you can do it while you're sitting around because of the ice storm, okay? Check out my channel, I got lots of good information. So, for a, final reminder, uh, real quick, I wanna address this. I think that partially they may think that they're gonna be charged because there's a lot of really spectacular people out there, okay? But it's also a fear of showing a lack of independence. And as you get older, that's a significant fear, okay? So, final remember, rest, rehydrate, eat warm food if possible, okay? Don't drive unless it's absolutely necessary. Prepare tonight, prepare tomorrow, and then put your feet back and just watch the show because you can do against Mother Nature except succumb to what she's gonna do. Be prepared to survive, okay? Grace Hill Granny, no, we're not in the way of the storm. So, who's your pioneer? I would, spend some time tomorrow calling, United Way and see if they can direct you to some assistance, okay? Yes, download a good book, have an Audible, have a honest to God book, you know? Yep. Okay, pause some fun and frugal. The goal is to have a little bit more than that at least, okay? But you got this. Kentucky's right in the path. Kentucky's right in the path, you guys. So if you go online and you just type in the search bar, okay, uh, where the storm's gonna hit, or I got a better one for you. Go to YouTube, look up Ryan Hall Y'all, okay? And he has a whole video about how bad it's gonna be, where it's gonna hit. I haven't had a chance to watch it yet, but I saw it go up, and yeah. Yeah, I think Pennsylvania's gonna get slammed too, yeah. I love that. You are a rock star. Oh, thank you, Ellie. I do. I have 2 books on prepping. I do. They are on Amazon. All my links are in the description box below. Oh, Mississippi. I think you're gonna get some, Grace. Yeah, Ryan Hall is the best. Yeah, I might put him on to fall asleep too. Okay. Yes, Noah, absolutely. Yeah, this kinda thing, what was I talking about before? Somebody told me they call it the French toast run, milk and bread and eggs, right? You guys, this is exactly who we don't wanna be. We don't wanna be the people running out there last minute like this, getting stuff, okay? The goal should always be to have what we need to ride out whatever hits us for a minimum of 3 weeks. Oh, good luck to your granddaughter. Good luck to your granddaughter. I do Max Velocity sometimes too. I subscribe to him too, but I love Ryan. I just love Ryan. This is gonna be a hard run, so buckle up, you guys. Oh, thank you, Jody. Thank you. So, we are still gonna have Pantry Pals on Friday, so if you're in the middle of the storm and you're a Pantry Pal, hop on. We'll keep you company for a hot minute, okay? And videos are coming out. My January video is coming out tomorrow at 5 PM Eastern Standard Time, and, I hope you guys have found the playlist so that you can follow along and participate and hopefully enter to win, a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff, you know? So, okay, we're hitting that 1 hour, so I'm going to get out of here, put my feet up. That's it. That's what I've been trying to tell you guys. Seriously, we can do this. It's not that hard to get prepared. You guys can do it. I have faith in you, okay? So, everybody, keep an eye on the weather. Be safe. Don't do stupid stuff, okay? And we will see you real soon. So until next time, everybody, keep stacking it.